What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon. That's the notification bell that'll alert you all content that will drop to my YouTube channel. Also, I need you to hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV appreciate that. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I need everybody to go back and double back and spin the block and go to my second YouTube channel. We on the road to 800 subscribers on that channel. S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it, comment over there. As again, double back and spin the block to S.L.R Media TV. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. So make sure that y'all smash that thumbs up, the like button. Looking for the like button. It's the three dots at the top of the video. All helps my channel grow, get more viewers, more subscribers, pushes my channels further to the YouTube algorithm to get noticed, to get heard. Let's build both of my channels and build both communities strong. So I appreciate everybody's support. Make sure you hit the cash app. Appreciate everybody who donates to the channel. Continue to donate. I'm also looking for moderators too. I'm looking up to 10 moderators. So get in where you fit in. You want a moderator, Wrench, let me know. Put it in the comments. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. You see the title, The War in Hip Hop, Jacksonville, Florida, rapper Ksoo trial. Exclusive details. If anybody knows, have been following the Ksoo trial. Right now, it's the biggest talk in rap right now. Ksoo was up for murder, and the dad, Ksoo daddy, is testifying against his own son, and possibly his testimony will put Ksoo and probably the rest of his homeboys in jail for the rest of their life. Crazy story what's going down in Jacksonville. Let's get into it. Great content. Let's get into the content, and let's get into the trial of Jacksonville, Florida rapper Ksoo. Smash the like button, share the live. We in the building. Warrior Hip Hop Jacksonville, rapper Ksoo. Let's go.
All right, Mr. Barno, if you'll have a seat right there in the chair, or turn around to be sworn. All right, sir. Please sit closely to that microphone and speak loudly and clearly. State, you may proceed.
Thank you. May I please report?
Yes.
Would you, sir, would you please state and spell your name?
Dominique Barner, DominiqueBarner.
And how old are you today?
Say what?
How old are you today?
31.
When's your birthday?
October 31st, 93.
And did you graduate from high school?
No,
When did you stop going to school?
in the 10th grade.
Approximately how tall are you?
5'7".
You have any tattoos?
Yes, sir.
You have any tattoos on your arms?
Yes, sir.
All right, what kind of tattoos do you have on your arms?
Money signs, my name, my daddy name, my daughter name,
On your left forearm, for example, what do you have tattooed?
my birth year,
Okay, and what is that?
1993,
Okay. And what about on your right arm, forearm?
my daddy name.
Do you have a nickname?
Yes, sir.
What is your nickname?
Bottle.
And is that B-U-T-T-A?
Yes, sir.
And how did you get that nickname?
It's a family name.
Did your dad have the same nickname?
Yes, sir.
Is your dad still alive?
No, sir.
How old were you when your dad passed?
11.
When were you taken into custody on the charges you currently have pending?
January 15th, 2020.
And how old were you at that time?
26.
And have you remained in custody since that day?
Yes, sir.
Have you been charged with burglary with an assault or battery, and home invasion, robbery for the offense that took place at 1033 Townsend Boulevard on January 15, 2020?
Yes, sir.
And today, are you aware of the name of the victim in that charge?
Yes, sir.
And what's that person's name?
Barbara Buckley.
Prior to that day, did you know who she was?
No.
Since the burglary with an assault or battery and home invasion, therefore the same offense,
Yes, sir.
is it your understanding that you can only be sentenced on one of those offenses?
Yes, sir.
And do you have a co-defendant in that burglary charge?
Yes, sir.
Right. And what's the name of your co-defendant in the burglary charge?
Leroy Whitaker.
Do you see Leroy Whitaker in the courtroom here today?
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell us where he is seated and what he is wearing?
He got on blue and white.
All right. Can you describe the table or who he is sitting next to as well?
Sitting next to his lawyer.
Which table?
The front table, the first table.
Your Honor, with the record reflect, he's identified Mr. Whitaker.
Okay, the record shall so reflect.
Have you also been charged with second-degree murder for your involvement in the murder of Charles McCormick on January 15, 2020?
Yes, sir.
And who are the other individuals that have been charged with the murder of Charles McCormick along with you?
Leroy Whitaker, Hakeem Robinson, and Abdul Robinson.
Bill Robinson.
Jr.
Okay. And do you see Hakeem Robinson in the courtroom here today?
Yes, sir.
If you see him, can you tell us where he is seated and what he is wearing?
He's in the back row. Got on blue and white.
And you said back, I missed the first part.
Got on blue and white.
And where is he seated in the courtroom?
At the second table.
Your Honor, with the record reflect, witnesses identified Hakeem Robinson.
All right, the record shall so reflect.
Have you also been charged with aggravated fleeing and attempting to elude a law enforcement officer?
Yes, sir.
And while you were in custody for the murder of Charles McCormick, did you also get charged by the state with a second murder involving Damon Rothermel?
Yes, sir.
And when did Damon Rothermel's murder take place?
January 31st, 2019.
Do you have co-defendants in that case?
Yes, sir.
All right. Specifically, who are your co-defendants in the Damon Rothermel murder case?
Christopher Brown and Derek Hudson.
And is Abdul Robinson Sr. a co-defendant in that case as well?
Yes, sir.
In August of 2020, did you agree to cooperate and testify against your co-defendants in all of your cases?
Yes, sir.
And then on September 10th of 2020, did you enter pleas of guilty to the court on those charges?
Yes, sir.
So you pled guilty to second-degree murder for the Damon Rothermel case,
Yes, sir.
as well as the Charles McCormick murder,
Yes, sir.
the burglary with assault or battery,
Yes, sir.
and the aggravated fleeing or attempting to elude.
Yes, sir.
And for each and every one of those charges, who did you plead guilty to?
Judge Salvador.
And today, have you been sentenced?
No, sir.
Who ultimately is going to decide what sentence you receive?
Judge Salvador.
Have you been promised by the state that you would receive any specific sentence based on your cooperation?
No, sir.
Based on your pleas of guilty to those charges, what is the maximum sentence this court can sentence you to?
Life.
Without parole?
Without parole.
And life without parole, that's on 2 murder charges?
Yes, sir.
Is that also the potential sentence on the burglary with an assault or battery?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you know what your guideline score is for your charges that you pled to?
Yes, sir.
And what is your guideline score?
41.8 years.
That's crazy. Your homeboy, your best friend, the one you did all the dirt with, you slid, hit the blocks, did all the bad shit that can get you where you at now. And he snitches on you. Just like First 48. All this shit this is just a reincarnation of First 48. Friends go do a crime. Gets in trouble. Both get implicated. Both get locked up. And then one of them snitch on each other to try to get less time. This dude snitched on Ksoo. Butter. Yeah, I ain't gonna say Butter. Snitched on Ksoo and Scotty. That's crazy. And both of them all 3 of them was friends. It's crazy. Ksoo ain't getting out of this. It's a wrap. And then on top of that, what's the use of even snitching, Butter, when you facing life on 2 murder charges? Either way it goes, they can give you life on one, ain't gotta give you life on the second one. So you think snitching is gonna get you off the life bed? Okay, Butter. Okay, Butter. Butter is now the biggest rat in Florida. Big Cheese. He gonna be protected custody for the rest of his life.
Does Hakeem Robinson have any nicknames?
Yes, sir.
What are they?
Ksoo.
All right.
Keemy.
Kimi?
Keemy and Ksoo.
Ksoo. Do you know someone, you identify Leroy Whitaker, how do you know him?
I know him through his cousin.
All right, who's his cousin?
We call him Popeye, but his name Mark Clayton.
Is Leroy Whitaker related to Hakeem Robinson in any way?
Yes, sir.
How?
Cousins.
Does Leroy Whitaker have a nickname?
Yes, sir.
And what is that?
Scotty.
Yeah, I'll need you to
Scotty.
speak up. I couldn't hear that either.
Scotty.
Okay.
Scotty?
Thank you.
Just make sure you stay close to the microphone.
All right.
Prior to January 15th of 2020, did you, Abdul Robinson Jr., Hakeem Robinson, and Leroy Whitaker all spend time together?
Yes, sir.
Was that often,
Yes, sir.
but usually in a group setting?
Yes, sir.
Do you know someone named Torgon Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who was he?
Friend.
Is Torgon Williams related to the Robinsons?
I would say Kareem.
So Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yeah.
How is Torgon related to him?
They called each other cousins.
Do you recall when approximately you met Torgon?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
Like 2016.
And who introduced you to Torgon?
I'm fooling.
Fula?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with a local rap group called ATK?
Yes, sir.
Was Abdul Robinson Jr., Kareem, part of ATK?
Yes, sir.
What about Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
Leroy Whitaker?
Yes, sir.
Torgon Williams?
Yes, sir.
Based on your relationship with that group, and specifically Abdul Robinson Jr. and Hakeem and Leroy Whitaker, did you become associated with ATK?
Yes, sir.
And are you also familiar with another local rap group named Six Block?
Yes, sir.
Do the groups ATK and Six Block get along?
No, sir.
Do they basically hate one another?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with the street term ops?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
Opponents, opposition.
Are ATK and Six Block ops of one another?
Yes, sir.
Do members of both rap groups put out songs that are disrespectful about other individuals in the other group when they've been hurt or killed?
Yes, sir.
What are those kind of songs often referred to as?
Diss track.
Diss track?
A diss track.
If someone puts out a diss track, can that make them a target of the other group?
Yes, sir.
Turning your attention back to January of 2020, do you recall where you were living?
Yes, sir.
And where was that?
3830 University Boulevard. The Esperanza Apartments.
So an apartment complex on University?
Yes, sir.
Were you living with anyone at that apartment complex?
Yes, sir.
Who?
My girlfriend,
What was her name?
Janera Smith.
Say that a little louder, sir.
Janera Smith.
Smith. Okay. When did you and Janera start living at that apartment complex?
July of 2019.
Does Janera Smith know Hakeem Robinson,
Yes, sir.
Abdul Robinson Jr.,
Yes, sir.
Leroy Whitaker,
Yes, sir.
even Torgon Williams?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to you getting arrested, had all of those individuals been to your apartment on University?
Yes, sir.
Today, are you in a relationship with Janera Smith?
No, sir.
Has that been over for a while?
Yeah.
Now, prior to January of 2020, were you familiar with someone named Charles McCormick?
Yes, sir.
Was Charles McCormick affiliated with the group Six Block?
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with someone by the name of Raekwon Howard?
Yes, sir.
Is Raekwon Howard affiliated with Six Block?
Yes, sir.
Did Charles McCormick have a rap name?
Yes, sir.
And what was it?
Buck.
Can you say that again?
Buck.
In 2019, did Charles McCormick put out a diss track?
Yes, sir.
And what was that diss track or song? What did it reference?
Dead people.
And do you recall some of the people that were referenced in that song?
Yes, sir.
Who?
Willie. 2-3. Snoop.
Who's Willie?
Willie Addison. That's Kareem's brother.
I'm sorry. Who's
That's Kareem's brother.
Can I interrupt y'all for a second? And I apologize for that. Ma'am, do you need a cough drop or water or anything? Do you have to, are you sure? I want to be sure you're okay. There's another cough drop we're handing you. And you can have water up here if you need to. I didn't mean to call you out, but I saw you coughing a lot. So do you need a glass of water? We can get that for you. No? Okay. All right.
It looks
You may go ahead, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you. You said Willie Addison was who?
It was Kareem's brother.
Okay. So Kareem being Abdul Robinson Jr., Hakeem's brother.
Yeah.
Did Willie Addison and Abdul Robinson Jr., Kareem, actually have the same mother?
Yes, sir.
And do you know her name?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Angie.
You also mentioned someone named 23. Who's 23?
Royale.
Who was Royale friends with?
Hakeem.
Were Hakeem Robinson and his brother, Abdul Robinson Jr., close with Willie Addison?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember when Willie Addison was killed?
Yes, sir.
And when was that?
January 15th, 2019.
So exactly 1 year prior to Charles McCormick's murder?
Yes, sir.
How was Willie Addison killed?
Shot.
Are you aware of if anyone else was with him at the time he was shot?
Yes, sir.
Who was with him?
Abdul Robinson Jr. and Sr., Torian, Moody, and Sam.
Towards the end of 2019, were you able to find out where Charles McCormick was living?
Yes, sir.
And how did you get that information?
Rucor.
Say that again?
Rucor.
And what is CORE?
It's a website for like public information.
Is it the clerk's public website?
Yes, sir.
And on that public website, what did you find that provided some of the information you were looking for?
Well, I had seen that McCormick got pulled over, and it showed his address on his license. It showed his car and his license plate.
So when you say he got pulled over, did he receive any type of citation?
Yes, sir.
Did you see that?
Yes, sir.
Now, when it had the address, did you get the unit number or just the address for the apartment complex?
Just the address for the apartment complex.
Do you recall where that apartment complex was located?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Off Atlantic Boulevard.
After you got the address for that apartment complex, did you do anything to look that complex up?
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I Googled it.
All right. And did you see images of it?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell anyone that you found his address?
Yes, sir.
Who did you tell?
I told Kareem.
After that, did you continue to monitor Charles McCormick's Instagram page?
Yes, sir.
Were you trying to keep tabs on him?
Yes, sir.
In December of 2019, did Charles McCormick post anything that kind of caught your attention?
Yes, sir.
And what was that?
Posted a picture
And why was that of interest to you?
because he posted in the same apartment complex.
Did you recognize that location in the photo?
Yes, sir.
When you saw that photo posted by Charles McCormick, what did you do?
Text Kareem.
Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yeah.
And what was the purpose of texting Kareem?
Let him know that he posted a picture at his house.
Charles McCormick?
Yes, sir.
And why did you want to share that information?
Basically, so we can ride through and see what was up.
So after you sent that information to Abdul Robinson Jr., what happened?
They came and picked me up, and we went out there to go see where he posted the picture at.
Who's they?
It was me, Kareem, Hakeem, and Scotty.
So Scotty Leroy Whitaker,
Yes, sir.
Hakeem Robinson,
Yes, sir.
and Kareem Abdul Robinson Jr.
Yes, sir.
And when they picked you up, do you know what kind of vehicle they were in?
It was in a Camry, Toyota Camry.
Do you know whose car that was?
It was Hakeem's car.
Was it a car he owned?
No, sir. It was a rental car.
A rental?
Yeah.
Where did the four of you go once they showed up?
We went to McCormick's apartment complex.
And what did you do when you got there?
We went to go see where he posted the picture at.
And what was the reason for trying to find that location of where he took the photo?
So basically, so we can, handle up after that.
What does handle up mean?
Get everything in motion, like set something up.
To accomplish what?
To kill McCormick.
And did you know before you went over there exactly what unit he lived in?
No, sir.
Did verifying where that photo was taken assist you with that?
Yes, sir.
Was killing Charles McCormick something that you wanted to happen?
Yes, sir.
Is it something based on the group and everyone going over there? Was that something that Leroy Whitaker wanted to happen?
Yes, sir.
Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes, sir.
Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
When all of you went over there that day, did you see Charles McCormick at the complex?
No, sir.
Where did you go after you all left that day?
They took me back to my apartment.
What was the reason that all of you wanted to kill Charles McCormick?
Because of the diss track he made.
And did that diss track upset you?
Yes, sir.
Were you upset about what he said in it?
Yes, sir.
Did he get stuff wrong?
Yes, sir.
That upset you?
Yes, sir.
Why was Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker and Kareem all upset?
Because he was dissing their brother and friends.
And by brother, you mean Willie Edison?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Once you found out where Charles McCormick lived in December of 2019, why wasn't he killed right away?
Because he took a vacation.
Charles took a vacation?
Yeah.
You know where he went?
Went to Vegas.
How were you able to find that out?
Through Insta.
Say that again?
Instagram.
Were you still trying to monitor his location?
Yes, sir.
And at some point, did he come back from Vegas?
Yes, sir.
And did you find that out?
Yes, sir.
How?
Through Instagram.
Do you recall when you saw that information?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
It was on the morning of January 15, 2020.
So the morning he was killed.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall where you were when you found that information?
It was at my apartment.
Was anyone with you that morning?
Yes, sir.
And was this very early morning?
Very early morning.
Who was with you?
Christopher Brown.
And once you got that information, did you and Christopher Brown do anything?
Yes, sir.
What'd you do?
We went to his apartment complex.
Whose?
Charles McCormick.
How did you get there?
With Christopher's baby mother's car.
Was that a car that was in his baby mother's name or family?
It was in her mother's name.
So is that a car that could easily be connected back to them?
Yes, sir.
What kind of car was it?
Hyundai Sonata.
When you and Christopher Brown went to Charles McCormick's apartment on January 15, 2020, what did you observe?
Well, we seen McCormick's car back then. It
And do you recall what kind of car Charles McCormick had?
was a Kia.
After you saw that car back then, did you and Christopher Brown wait there or did you leave?
We left.
And why did you leave?
Basically go black.
Where did you go?
We went back to my apartment.
And when you got back to your apartment complex, did Chris Brown stay?
No, he left.
All right. And when he left, was it still the morning of January 15, 2020?
Yes, sir.
And where did he go or why did he need to leave?
He left because he had to take his baby mama to work.
After Chris Brown left your apartment that morning, did you contact anybody?
Yes, sir.
Who?
I contacted Kareem.
Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Yes, sir.
And do you recall how you contacted him?
Through phone.
Do you remember around what time you called him?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
4 o'clock in the morning.
What was your phone number back in January 15 of 2020?
702-918-4911.
Was your account for that phone number in your name?
Yes, sir.
Was it in your actual name, Dominique Barner?
No, sir. No, sir.
Whose name was it in?
It was a fake name.
Do you recall what the name was?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
Joshua Bennett.
Do you recall Abdul Robinson Jr.'s cell phone number that you used to communicate with him back on January 15, 2020?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
904-624-3684.
Do you remember what kind of cell phone Abdul Robinson Jr. had back then?
He had an iPhone.
After you called Abdul Robinson Jr. that morning, what did you tell him?
Well, I told him that McCormick was home.
And then what happened after you spoke to Abdul Robinson Jr.?
Well, he told me that they was on the way to come get me.
Did someone show up to your apartment?
Yes, sir.
Who showed up?
Torgan, Kareem, Scotty, and Ksoo.
So, Ksoo, Hakeem Robinson,
Yes, sir.
Scotty, Leroy Whitaker,
Yes, sir.
Torgon, and Abdul Robinson Jr.
Yes, sir.
What kind of vehicle were they in?
A Dodge Journey.
Do you know anything about that vehicle? Whose it was?
It was Ksoo's car, rental car.
Had you seen that Dodge Journey before?
Yes, sir.
Did you get into the car with them?
Yes, sir.
And do you remember where you went from your apartment?
Yes, sir.
Where was that?
We went back to McCormick's complex.
What happened when you got to Charles McCormick's complex that morning?
Well, we rode back through where he stayed at.
And what were you looking for?
His car.
Was his car still there?
Yes, sir.
Once you observed the vehicle, did y'all continue to drive through or did you stop?
We stopped.
All right. And what happened after you stopped?
We back there next to his car, and Kareem wanted to see like the tag for himself, so he got out and looked at the tag, and got back in.
And what did he say?
He was like, "That is it."
After Kareem confirmed that was the correct car, what did all of you do?
We left.
Where'd you go?
We went to Eastport Apartments off of Main Street
And what was the purpose of going there?
to get a stolen car.
Did you get a stolen car from there?
Sir.
What kind of car?
A Nissan Altima.
You remember the color?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
It was gray.
And what was the purpose of getting a stolen car?
No trail.
Say that again?
No trail.
No trail?
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you mean by that?
So it won't come back to none of us.
Who got into the Nissan Altima?
Me, Ksoo, and Scotty.
Who was driving the vehicle?
Me.
How'd you get the keys?
They was handed to me
By who?
by Ksoo.
Hakeem Robinson.
Yes, sir.
Did Hakeem Robinson do anything or say anything to you when he handed you the keys?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
He smirked. He smirked at me
What did you take that to mean?
that I was driving.
All right, I'll sustain that objection.
After you got the keys, did you get into the driver's seat?
Yes, sir.
Where did Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker get?
In the back seat.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. Kareem get into the Nissan?
No, sir.
What about Torgon?
No, sir.
Where were they?
Still in the Dodge Journey.
Did you drive Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker back to Charles McCormick's apartment?
Yes, sir.
And what was the intent for the three of you when you were going to that apartment complex?
Kill McCormick.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. and Torgon follow
Yes, sir.
on the Nissan?
Yes, sir.
What was their role or assistance in following you?
Make sure the police don't get behind us.
Okay. Because if the police got behind a stolen car, what would happen?
We get pulled over.
Do you remember what kind of clothing you were wearing that morning?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
I don't black jacket, black pants, red shoes.
Do you recall what Hakeem Robinson was wearing?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Nike jumpsuit.
You remember anything about the colors?
Yes, sir.
What?
It was black and gray.
Top or bottom? You remember, are you talking about tops, bottoms? You said tracksuit, so.
Top and the bottom.
Do you remember what Leroy Whitaker was wearing?
Yes, sir.
Best you can remember, what was it?
It's like the same kind of jumpsuit.
Was it exactly the same?
Nah.
And okay. Did you drive Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker back to Charles McCormick's apartment?
Yes, sir.
And what was the intent for the three of you when you were going to that apartment complex?
Kill McCormick.
Did Abdul Robinson Jr. and Torgon follow
Yes, sir.
on the Nissan?
Yes, sir.
What was their role or assistance in following you?
Make sure the police don't get behind us.
Okay. Because if the police got behind a stolen car, what would happen?
We get pulled over.
Do you remember what kind of clothing you were wearing that morning?
Yes, sir.
What was it?
I don't black jacket, black pants, red shoes.
Do you recall what Hakeem Robinson was wearing?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Nike jumpsuit.
You remember anything about the colors?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what the plan was for when Charles McCormick walked out?
Yeah.
Right. What was supposed to happen?
Well, when he got into the vehicle, they was going to jump out the car, and as soon as he got in his car, they was going to run him down and shoot him.
Who was?
Scotty and Ksoo.
So both Leroy Whitaker and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
And they both were going to shoot him.
Yeah.
What was your role?
Just to come get him after it was done.
And get him out of there?
Yeah.
Did you all have to wait a long time for Charles McCormick to come out of his apartment that morning?
Yes, sir.
You remember about how long y'all were waiting?
No.
Was it hours?
It was ours.
While waiting for Charles McCormick to come out of his apartment, did you see Abdul Robinson Jr. and Torgon again while y'all were waiting?
Yes, sir.
Right. How did that happen?
They pulled up on the side of us to let us know that he had just made an Instagram post.
That Charles had
We'll
just
be
made?
looking at, yeah,
And then to be on the lookout, is that what you said?
yeah,
Did they then drive back off?
yeah.
While you were waiting for Charles McCormick to come out, did anything happen that messed up this initial plan of the rundown?
Yes, sir.
And what was that?
Christopher Brown pulled up
And what did Christopher Brown pull up in?
his baby mother's car.
Did that upset everybody?
Yes, sir.
And why is that?
Because he was messing everything up.
Were you concerned about the vehicle he was in?
Yeah.
All right. And why?
It's a trail. You get back to us.
It could get you caught?
Yeah.
So what did you tell Christopher Brown?
Told him to pull off.
Did he?
Yeah, he pulled off.
Did you stay where you were at?
No.
What did you do?
I tried to go physically tell him, like, get from around.
Okay. And what happened when y'all were doing that?
McCormick came out.
So did you, Hakeem Robinson, and Leroy Whitaker miss McCormick when he initially came out?
Yes, sir.
And so what happened next?
Well, I kind of like U-turned behind him just to get a good view of him.
Did Charles McCormick make it to his vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did he try to leave the apartment complex?
Yes, sir.
And when you saw that, did you, Hakeem Robinson, and Leroy Whitaker, stay at the apartment complex or did you follow him?
We followed him.
Did anybody let Abdul Robinson Jr. and Torgon know that y'all were leaving the apartment complex?
No, sir.
After leaving the apartment complex, did something happen? Shortly after leaving, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
All right, and what was that?
Well, the police had got behind McCormick.
Okay. And did that concern you?
Yes, sir.
Why?
'Cause I kind of felt like they was going to pull me over.
And y'all had a bunch of guns in the car?
Yes, sir.
After the officer pulled behind Charles McCormick, did he stay behind him for very long?
No.
Okay. Where did he go?
Kind of like bust off from behind him.
Did you continue to follow Charles McCormick?
Yes, sir.
Eventually, where did Charles McCormick make it?
To a temp agency
And where was that?
on Mill Road.
Was it like a shopping plaza?
Yes, sir.
And that's in Duval County, Florida?
Yes, sir.
Did you pull into that same shopping plaza?
Yes, sir.
Do you know or remember where in that plaza you parked?
On the side of the building.
Was it close to Express Employment or a little distance away?
It was close.
Did you stay there the entire time?
No, sir.
When you initially got into the plaza, what was the plan?
Still going to be the same thing.
What does that mean?
Ambush, run. It was going to still do the same thing it was going to do in the apartment complex.
All right. So when Charles McCormick came out, Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker both were going to ambush him?
Yes, sir.
And then what was your role going to be?
Same thing, just to pick him up when it was done.
Now, when you got to that complex, the shopping plaza, were you concerned about anything?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
Police.
Why?
'Cause they always at Publix.
While y'all were waiting for Charles McCormick to come out, do you know if Hakeem Robinson made contact with anybody?
Yes, sir.
Who?
He made contact with Kareem.
And what was the purpose of that?
To ask him to do a surveillance check.
And could you hear that conversation?
Yes, sir.
And do you know what kind of call that was? If it was a cell call, FaceTime, Instagram, any of those things?
No.
Did Kareem Abdul Robinson Jr. agree to come up there and do surveillance check?
No.
After that conversation, did Hakeem Robinson contact anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Who?
Raekwon Howard.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see the counsel and court reporter at sidebar.
Yo, his homeboy, that ain't even his homeboy, just straight, just snitched on him. Just told everything. Facing 2 life sentences. And he thinks snitches gonna get him off both of them. Straight first 48. Classic first 48 right here. All day, every day. I mean, Jacksonville rappers just can't even get out the way. This is what they do in Jacksonville. You killing a dude. Him service to go get a job. What the fuck? Unbelievable. 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 Savage. I don't even want to go to Jacksonville. When I go through Florida, I'll make sure I don't. Yeah. That shit crazy. How you gonna kill somebody who's going to look for a job? He wasn't even a fucking threat. Now you're facing eating food off the floor. Bob Barker, toothpaste, soap for the rest of your life. This man was going to express employment to get a job, and y'all murked him. He wasn't even a threat. That shit crazy, man. These Jacksonville rappers, bro, I tell you, man. Who I smoke, little baby, who I smoke, McCormick. Who I smoke, Julio. Tell you.
As soon as the court reporter's ready, just a minute.
I'm so sorry.
Okay?
Ready? Yeah.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. So in that case, you were the victim, right?
Right.
Someone tried to kill you, right? And that didn't matter to you, though. You lied anyway to the police, right?
Right.
Then you lied to all the lawyers, right?
Right.
You lied to the prosecutors, right?
Right.
Because you wanted him to go free so you could kill him yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's an example of you are using the court system to get what you want, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You use the court system to try and exact revenge on Jermaine DuBose, right?
Correct.
And now you're using the court system again to get out of your murder cases, right? To not die in prison, right?
Right.
And in order to do that, you have to say Hakeem Robinson is a shooter, right?
To tell the truth.
The question, and what you claim as your truth in this courtroom today, is that Hakeem Robinson is the shooter, right?
Correct.
Okay, going now to Mark Clayton, right? He was your best friend, correct?
No.
He wasn't, you didn't
Close.
consider him a brother?
He was a close friend.
Close friend of yours, right?
Yeah.
And you were both arrested together.
Correct.
And in order for you to get probation, you decided to say, it wasn't me, it was Mark Clayton, right?
Well, it was both of us.
I understand, but you, because of you, he ended up staying in jail, and you got out on probation, right?
Correct.
And I know Ms. Schlacks brought up that you were like, well, I kind of told him I was going to recant, but this or that. You ended up fleeing to Las Vegas, right, with your girlfriend,
Right.
while you were on probation.
Correct.
Okay, now let's talk about one of the murder cases. One of the names that I didn't mention that's in that Jermaine Dubose case, there's another co-defendant, right? His name's Shanard Cannon, right?
Right.
Now, he is a part of a group called 300, right?
Correct.
You are a part of 300, right?
Correct.
You're not a part of ATK.
No, ma'am.
You consider that group a brotherhood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That brotherhood also includes Blue, right?
No.
300 is not a part of Blue?
No.
I'll get back to that. Now, Blue has a bunch of children, right? How many of them do you know about?
I can't give you a specific number.
But it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
And to be clear, Hakeem has nothing to do with 300, right?
No.
You and Hakeem Robinson weren't close at all, right?
At a point, we got close.
So if we get your phone records, there should be a bunch of phone calls between you guys, right?
Right.
Okay, so if we pull your phone records, there's going to be calls between you and Hakeem Robinson on that phone.
Possibly, yes, ma'am.
Possibly. Okay, if the calls happened and you guys were talking all the time, they'll be there, right?
Right.
Oh, but wait, we don't have your phone because it mysteriously disappeared after you got arrested, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But nothing stops them from getting your phone records, correct?
Right.
Now, we discussed already, P Money is part of the group called 6 Block, right?
Correct.
As Mr. Cooper already laid out, 6 Block does not like ATK, right?
Right.
And as it relates to the Rothamel murder that involves you, Blue, Chris Brown, and your girlfriend, Janera Smith, Hakeem Robinson is no way, shape, or form involved with that at all, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And we already spoke about the Willie Addison murder, right? That was a year before, correct?
Of.
Of the killing of Charles McCormick.
Correct.
So that's 2019, right?
Right.
And we've already established Willie Addison is not biologically related to Hakeem Robinson, right?
Correct.
It's Blue's stepson, right?
Right.
One of the girls that he was dating, he just happened to basically start taking care of her son. It's not his, right?
Right.
So they're not related, Hakeem Robinson and Willie Addison.
No.
And in that car, Hakeem Robinson was not in that car, right?
Of.
Of the shooting of Willie Addison.
No.
But Blue was shot, right?
Right.
Torgon Williams was shot multiple times, right?
Right.
And Kareem was shot in the head, right?
Right.
And other people in the car were shot, right?
Right.
Now hearing from witnesses in court as the Jacksonville rapper known as Ksoo stands trial for murder. That rapper, whose real name is Hakeem Robinson, standing trial with his cousin and co-defendant Leroy Whitaker Jr.
The two men are accused in the deadly shooting of Charles McCormick. News for Jax reporter Brianna Brownlee joining us live from the courthouse where prosecutors, Brianna, called 3 key witnesses today.
Yes, it was an intense first day of testimony as the state called several witnesses who say they saw the shooter. However, the defense is questioning if the description matches their client.
Charles? Was it Charles?
It was a frantic call for help made as bullets tore through a Jacksonville shopping center.
They shot Charles McCormick.
The caller, who can't be identified, told the court Charles McCormick, also known as Lil Buck, had just left her job after being hired. Despite the moment of chaos, the caller caught a glimpse of the alleged shooter.
He has a black mask on. He has on a skull cap. He's running across the parking lot.
I see that vehicle just pop out and it's gunning it.
Minutes later, off-duty JSO Officer Collins, another state witness, testified he saw a silver Nissan speed away from the scene. He followed the car, later identifying a man in all black getting out and possibly holding a rifle. But the defense says neither witness could actually see the shooter's face and questions their descriptions.
He described him as slender, 5'5" to 5'8" in height, wearing a black and gray hoodie and black sweatpants. He shrunk an inch.
I don't even remember what our conversation was. Did I write that?
Defense attorneys argue that their client, Hakeem Robinson, stands well over 6 feet, while multiple witnesses estimated the gunman was much shorter. Another woman testified 2 men believed to be connected to the shooting burst into her home after the crime. She identified Dominique Bonner, now a state witness, but says she never saw the other man's face, who prosecutors say is Leroy Whitaker Jr.
I mean, I want fairness.
Leroy's father was in court Thursday, as well as the families of Robinson and Charles McCormick. McCormick's family didn't want to speak, but Whitaker's father spoke on behalf of the Whitaker and Robinson families. He says in any case, he wants people to be held accountable, but he wants to see evidence.
We're just going to wait for the outcome and see how it's going to be. I'm going to keep my head up and my chest out.
Now remember, another state witness is going to be Hakeem Robinson's father, Abdul Robinson. Now, we aren't sure which day he will testify, but tomorrow testimonies are expected to continue. Of course, we'll
There go Ksoo, ratting ass daddy. Took the motherfucking big cheese. Yeah, we about to get into Ksoo daddy snitching on his own son in court. The ultimate betrayal. Father turns on son, sends his son to prison for the rest of his life so he can spare his home, so he can play scratch offs and sweepstakes and smoke Newports and drink tequila and whiskey and gin. Yeah. That daddy. I don't even know how Ksoo daddy even gonna get out and live with himself without somebody putting, you know what I'm saying, him where he belongs. Under the dirt. All rappers in Jacksonville, go get a real job. Leave the rapping shit alone. Look at this rat. Look at this rat right here. This rat.
About cooperation, you got what's called, the government filed a 5K, right?
Yes.
And a 5K specifically is when somebody has provided substantial assistance in the investigation or prosecution of others. You agree with that?
Yes.
But you disagree that you got a reduction because of cooperation?
No, I don't think I disagree with that. She said testifying.
All right. You snitched on other people, you got a reduction. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So years later, this case comes along. You get charged in the McCormick case. You get charged in the Rothermill case. And you initially plead not guilty, correct?
Right.
You fight the McCormick case for a period of time, right?
Right.
You have your attorney involved in depositions knowing the facts of the case, correct?
Yes.
And then your attorney comes to you and says, they're threatening to charge you as a principal.
Objection, Judge.
And the grounds?
Privileged communications.
Okay.
For him to waive, Your Honor, not the government to say.
Okay. Well, then I'll leave it to Mr. Abdul Robinson Sr.
There was a point in time when these two murder cases are pending that you learned that the government is now trying to leverage you, threatening you with charging you as a principal in the Rothermill case, right?
Yes.
And that would have meant a life minimum mandatory for you, right?
Yes.
So, you agree, you cave, and astonishingly, for the second time, why is it that you only grow a conscience when you're looking at hefty prison terms?
Objection, argumentative.
Sustained. Just ask a question, Mr. DeCoste, without commentary.
Previous case, you were looking at life, you cooperated to get out of it, right?
Yes.
Once again, you're looking at life, and you decide to cooperate to get out of it, right?
Right.
Now, you're hoping that the recommendation is going to be that you serve for all of your crimes only 76 months, right?
I mean, yes.
All right. That's what you have in writing with the government, right?
Yes.
And you've served a majority of that time already.
Right.
So that means that within a short couple of months, maybe 12, you're going to be back walking the streets of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That was the price of your testimony. Right?
Right.
You had to cooperate and implicate your two sons, but it got you out of custody.
You say implicate them?
You had to point at your sons. Let's back up for a second. At the point in time that they leverage you with life on the Rothermill case, they had already arrested your son and said that he was the one that committed it, right?
Oh, no. No, you confusing me.
Okay. Let's break it down. You said a moment ago that the government sent a message to you that they were going to basically indict you on the Rothermill case and that you were potentially looking at life. You then decided to cooperate. You remember that, right?
Right.
Okay. They had already, on this case, through the evidence, through the depositions that your attorney was at, they already believed that Hakeem was a shooter, right?
Right.
All right. So it wasn't something that you came forward and like, hey guys, let me help you understand the case. You just agreed to their narrative.
No, I didn't agree to their narrative. They asked me what the conversation was when I picked them up.
Okay, let's move on here. So, at that point, though, they had already pointed the finger at Hakeem, right?
Right.
All right. So you just continued with their case. I'm going to point at Hakeem. He was a shooter. Right?
I can't agree with that.
You also pointed out your other son, Abdul, the one that shares your name, Abdul Kareem Robinson Jr., right?
Right.
Did you, when you viewed that recording, recognize the person depicted in it?
Yes.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
After the murder of Charles McCormick, did you become aware of a post on Hakeem Robinson's Instagram account referencing something that happened.
Yes.
And was that posted from a nail salon?
Yes.
It sounds normal when you hear that someone is snitching on his ops. These days, friends snitch on one another too. But what about a father telling on his son? Shocking, right? Such is the case of Ksoo and his father presently. Ksoo's father is cooperating with the authorities, and he's definitely gonna testify against his son in the coming trial. Let's get into the details. But before we start the video, be sure to leave a like, and if you'd like to join this month's giveaway for one of these items on the screen, then all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and then watch this video to the end to comment the hidden keyword. Good luck. No matter how much I think about it, it still doesn't make sense to me because a father testifying against his own son is another level of crazy. This is a first-degree murder trial. It's a very dangerous case that can cost Ksoo his life, and his father is ready to take the stand in the box, testifying against him, even when he knows what the outcome could be. That's exactly what's happening. No addition or subtraction to that. It's all over the news. According to First Coast News, Abdul Robinson Sr., 51, has agreed to cooperate with prosecutors in the murder trial involving his son Hakeem Robinson, who goes by the stage name Ksoo. Let's go back in time. In March, Ksoo was indicted on a first-degree murder charge for the 2020 murder of rapper Charles McCormick, aka Lil Buck, who was killed in January 2020. His father, who was also said to be a part of all of this, has now agreed to testify as a witness for the state in the McCormick case. In case you've forgotten, all of this started in 2019. In February that year, a 16-year-old boy was killed in a shooting at the Hilltop Village Apartments. Witnesses reported that it was a really crazy sight, more like there was a war going on outside when they heard multiple gunshots. After the police responded to that shooting, they could only identify a dead boy with the name Adrian Gaynor, as he was already dead before responders came to the scene. Even though people gave their testimonies and all, no one was arrested and there was no information about the suspected shooter, as at that time. Fast forward to almost a year after, specifically in January 2020, there was a manhunt in the Arlington area for two armed men suspected in a deadly shooting, police chase, and home invasion. There were police officers on foot. There was SWAT, a K-9 unit, and the JSO helicopter were all out throughout the day monitoring the area where the violent crime spree unfolded at 3 different scenes. A very crazy day for the police force. Let's talk about the details. About 11 a.m., a young man was shot multiple times and killed in the parking lot in front of a Baptist primary care office in a shopping center on Merrill Road at Townsend Boulevard. And according to reports, at least 7 shots were fired from a gray car, striking the man who died at the scene. Police said that at least 1 bullet hit one of the businesses, but no one inside got injured. The incident had several witnesses, including an off-duty officer. The police had the gray car chased until it crashed. As soon as the car crashed, 3 men got out of the car and ran on foot. While they were running, surveillance captured 2 of them jumping over the fence, and even 2 witnesses saw that when it happened. A third subject, described as a black male carrying a rifle, ran off and was not immediately captured, according to JSO. Later that day, they held a woman hostage in her house to change their clothing and waited for a car to come pick them up. All these journeys only made a lot of people see them in action, so it was kind of easy for the police to get the perfect description of their suspects. They escaped that day, but didn't escape forever, as the police soon put out a reward for whoever helped them with the case. The search continued for months while the suspects were out living their normal lives until September 2020, when the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office announced that they've arrested a father and son as suspects of the shooting that occurred in Arlington in January 2020. That was the story of how Ksoo and his father were apprehended back in September 2020. After that arrest, Ksoo was also hit with a first-degree murder charge in connection with the killing of Adrian Gaynor, aka Bibby, who was killed in February 2019. Ksoo did not plead guilty to both of the first-degree murder charges. His team and attorneys have really tried their best since 2020 to take him out of the messy situation, doing all sorts of things, including claims that Ksoo wasn't the shooter. An attorney representing him took to social media to claim that a suspect seen in dashcam video running away from an ambush murder in Arlington that year couldn't be his client because the suspect is too small. The Miami-based attorney, Christopher DeCosta, posted a series of images on Instagram, which he called a children's book, under the title JSO and the Wrongful Prosecution of Ksoo, proclaiming Ksoo's innocence. He then wrote, "Jacksonville law enforcement can't understand that Ksoo is innocent. To help them understand, we put some of the important facts in one of the most understandable mediums, a children's book. The actual book is being mailed to them. Free Ksoo. In the post, which Ksoo's attorney said is suitable for anyone with common sense, he said an eyewitness described the shooter as thin and around 5'10". An officer who witnessed the shooting also said the shooter was slender and no taller than 5'8". The attorney notes that his client is much bigger. Well, an arrest report said Ksoo was 6'1" and 230 pounds. Remember, the police were able to get Ksoo because of a recorded conversation between an informant inside the pretrial detention facility and Dominique Barner, who was also arrested in relation to the shooting of Charles McCormick, known as Lil Buck. In this conversation with the investigators, he revealed that he was with Ksoo and another when the incident happened. According to him, the incident was predetermined as they waited for McCormick to leave his house and followed him to a shopping mall. Barner and Ksoo wanted to kill Lil Buck because he made a song that talked disparagingly about Willie Addison, known as Boscoon, who was a brother to Ksoo. Boscoon was killed when he was leaving a concert in 2019, allegedly by his ops. Now you know why it was that personal for Ksoo, his father, and brother to retaliate the death of their loved one. Ksoo's father also said they had to retaliate for the death of his son, as he was killed in a shootout while the rest of them managed to escape. Even though they're all part of this case, Ksoo's father is ready to testify against Ksoo and also his other son, Abdul Robinson Jr., who's charged with second-degree murder. Meanwhile, Ksoo's father, Robinson Sr., is charged as accessory after the fact to first-degree murder and is facing 3 felony charges that could each carry sentences of 30 years in prison. Prosecutors believe that Ksoo's father is the leader of the gang, ATK, or Ace's Top Killers, with his son Ksoo allegedly serving as a member. According to court documents obtained by XXL, Abdul Sr.'s attorneys notified his sons via court notice on Tuesday that he'll be testifying against them in their upcoming trials. Abdul Robinson Jr. has been charged in the shooting death of Damon Rothermel. Rothermel was killed by a stray bullet in 2019, the result of a gun battle between 2 vehicles. Their father has been charged with being an accessory to both killings, and as a result of his cooperation, he's been reportedly transferred to St. Johns County Jail, while both of his sons remain detained at the Duval County Jail. Amidst all of this, some rappers have shown concerns and also expressed their shock through their posts. One of them is 50 Cent, who reacted to the shocking news on social media by posting a screenshot of the father and son side-by-side mugshots with the caption, "Damn it, man, I seen it all now. You can't trust nobody." Also, Youngin Ace posted the side-by-side mugshot that captioned it, "People say anything to get out their own situation." With all these rappers saying Ksoo's father is this and that, I don't think he's going to accept people calling him names, because he had something to say to justify his actions in a recent post. He wrote, "If it was me and my daddy, Shaka Tip, in a situation like this, I would have been freed my daddy a long time ago, no matter what my consequences would have been. No justification needed, especially if he's a good, great daddy. He could do no more for me out of jail than in jail person. Who leave their daddy in jail to rot, especially when you know he innocent." He continued, "I would have been stood up and said my daddy ain't got a fuck thing to do with nothing. You niggas and bitches out in that free world talk that talk out there until it's time to walk that walk, facing that life sentence. Hashtag free good, great dads. Hashtag yeah I know y'all inverto." People haven't accepted this explanation with open arms, and he's been criticized for using the good father trope to secure his son's inevitable fate. Now the claim of Ksoo's father is that he's innocent in all of this, and that his son should have said that he's innocent to free him. Does it mean that he's pissed that he's been sitting in jail since 2020 and his sons have said nothing? Looks like he wants them to take all the blame for what happened. Though the prosecutors believe that Ksoo's father is part of the gang and in fact the leader, it might not be the case. A lot of people think he should be the one covering his sons and looking for a way to free them, not the other way around. It's all just crazy. It won't be any way easy for Ksoo's attorney because Ksoo been indicted for the murder of Bibby in 2019, has evidence from his songs. The situation has played out very publicly in his rap songs, with Ksoo even naming his 2020 mixtape Bibby Out in a brazen reference to his alleged victim's death. And now that his father, who has said to be on the case, is now standing to testify against him, that might just be a game over for him because it's more like clear evidence to wrap up the whole issue and conclude that Ksoo did what he was accused of. Well, I guess we should wait for the trial to happen and see how it all plays out, because it's still unbelievable that someone's father is going to be the end of him. Well, what do you think? Do you think Ksoo's father should have stayed silent? Or do you think Ksoo and his brother should have said something to free their father instead? Do you think Ksoo can get out of all of this if his father eventually testifies against him? Let me know your answers in the comment section. Hey you, yeah you. Did you like the video? Great, we got another one for
It's a rap for Ksoo. Butter done snitched on him. His daddy done snitched on him. The only one they snitched on him is Scotty. It's a rap for Ksoo. Yep. The rap for Ksoo. All calling all Jacksonville rappers. Go get you a real job. Y'all out here killing people who trying to get a job. Man just got a job. Got the job. Leave out the unemployment. Leave out the employment place and didn't get killed. Soon after he accepted the job. Embarrassment. But we most definitely gonna keep track. We most definitely gonna stay on this story of Jacksonville rapper Ksoo and his daddy and Butter. So as I say again, once again, all Jacksonville rappers go get you a real job. This rapping shit ain't rapping. Being in the streets, being a killer ain't even it. Shit is not popping. But most definitely tap in, tune in. We most definitely gonna keeping updates. We most definitely gonna be dropping the content on this story right here for sure. Make sure y'all go to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share button over there. And make sure you do the same thing over here. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Smash the like button. I don't give a damn if you don't watch the video. Just hit the like button and keep it moving. It's all free. Support the content. Support the content. The War in Hip Hop, Jacksonville rapper Ksoo. Will Ksoo beat the case? We own it. We most definitely will be dropping some updates, some more content on this when the verdict comes or anything else plays a part in this story that what's going on right now. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the Cash App, spread the channel. Subscribe.